Celsius.
I do have my microphone with me today, because my neighbors are in rare form. Hi, my name is Bambi, and I watched a movie. If you don't know me, nice to meet you. If you do know me, I have a different look today. Please, this will happen a lot. I haven't customized my avatar in a long time, so I decided to take this opportunity to do so. I watched a movie over the weekend. I'm really glad that I went to go see it because I wasn't really feeling the vibes. I'm not a huge gothic horror person, but this did make me kinda with it. I did like it. When novelist Almbaum retreats to a remote inn to scatter his parents' ashes, he's consumed by tales of a witch that haunts the honeymoon suite. Soon, disturbing visions and a shocking disappearance force him to confront dark corners of his past. Yes, they did. So, I want to do a non-spoiler review at first. You should see this movie. It was really good. I didn't like his first one. What was it? Caveat. I did not like Caveat. I was not a huge fan of Caveat. I did not see Oddity. This one I did like. And I love contained horror, and this felt like it. I love when we don't leave the room. I love when we don't leave the house. Keep it contained. I don't care about backstory. I don't care about lore. Keep that shit tight. But I know, feel free to disagree. It's whatever. It was really good. Pacing was good. It felt more like I was playing a video game, like a puzzle video game, which I don't know if that was his intention, but it was really nice. There were countless times I was watching this and I was like, Sea Bear Circle. This is Sea Bear Circle, the movie. This is another movie where the main villain is not the Fae. It is not the supernatural creatures. It is the humans. Love a good, we were the monsters all along. We got monsters at home, guys. We got monsters at home. Adam Scott. This was probably the bitchiest, whiniest protagonist I've seen in a long time. So, congrats. I wanted to f***ing knock his fronts out. There's another character in this named Albie. I don't want to give too much away, but he's so cool. I was almost a little bored in the middle, but then it started picking up. Like, right before I'm about to complain, something usually fixes itself. I don't know why that always happens to me. Just happens. But no, it was good. I love witches. I love that she did her thing, you know, she really did her thing. But there will be spoilers eventually. I'm gonna do spoilers. So if you don't want to hear anything, you want to go in blind, please leave and go. Get the out of here. What are you waiting for? Stupid. It starts off with this guy. He's writing a book. It's a really bleak book. Is a author. He's probably the world's worst. Well, you know what? I don't know. Best-selling author, but worst guy. Seems like that tracks. He just sucked. He sucked. He was in everyone's business. He was so mopey, and it was bullshit. I hate when authors are always bad people. Like, I know it's usually a trope, but sometimes it's most of the time it's real. Most authors are bad people, including me. They're not going to tell you. These other authors aren't going to tell you, but I will. And also the beginning of the movie has, it's this guy, they're trying to find a treasure, and there's this little boy who doesn't speak English, and there's a bottle with something on the inside that they want, and he's like, I have to smash this bottle on the back of this kid's head to get my treasure. Because that's what you do. There are no other options. So that's just for context. That's the scene that he was writing in the beginning. I almost thought we went to the wrong movie. It was really funny. I love when movies do that. Is going to Ireland to bury his parents' ashes. And his mother, as you will find out, was shot in the face by a kid, right? And he's being very weird about how he's wording it. He's like, oh, should have hung the kid. Right, we'll come back to that. Okay. He's scattering the ashes, and there's this old man. He's really cool. His name's Jerry, I think. He's the homie Jerry. I love the local village crazy person. I love movies that have a local village crazy person. They are my favorite and most trusted individuals. If your movie has a crazy local village guy, it gets two thumbs up for me. 2 thumbs up. Introduced to Fiona, who's a waitress, and this other head. I gotta look up his name again. It's a bitch. And then another guy. But Albie is also introduced here, and Albie wants him to look over his manuscript. He really admires him, and then burns him with a spoon, and then I shit you not, he's like, you're on thicker skin than that if you want to be a f***ing author. What? I would have made sure Yeah, he saw his mother very soon. Expedited. I would have expedited his trip to see his mother. His father died as well, but his father like drank himself silly after his mom. He's also following in his father's footsteps, evidently, by becoming an alcoholic. It's cool. It's cool. Genetics, man. They're crazy. They're crazy. And I leaned over because I was watching with my partner. It was a packed theater, and at some point I was like, I really hope this guy fucking dies. I hope he fucking bites it. I hope he fucking eats shit in the first 2 seconds, and then a scene goes by, and Fiona's trying to get into his room, and they can't open the door. She's like, I have a really bad feeling about this, and they open it, and that bitch is like and I cut him down. He goes to the hospital. He's like, he was trying to kill himself because it is later you learn that he is responsible for killing his mom because there was a gun and a case that he wasn't supposed to be playing with. Took the gun out, shot her in the face. Hence why he said they should have hung the kid who did it. He goes back to the hotel to get his things, right, after his suicide attempt failed, and Fiona's missing. He wants to, thank Fiona for saving his life. She's gone. Couple red flags going up. Because Fiona was really good friends with Jerry, the crazy guy in the forest. Just remember that. Jerry also, in the beginning, he gave flask of, like, moonshine mushroom cocktail. I don't even know what it was, but it's so he could help see the Fae and the world around him, right? That's also important. Forgot to mention that. It is an enhancement that he needs to navigate Ireland. Is this just how y'all get down over there? You gotta drink shit so Mulgarath from Spiderwick doesn't show up and like smack the shit out of you. What? I know how these movies work. She's dead. The man running the shift, he's running the front desk at that place. Mal is his name, that bitch. Okay. He goes to talk to Mal, and Mal's like, nope, nobody's seen her. Fiona she's probably missing. Oh no, maybe Jerry killed her. Oh, he's being really weird and dodgy. He killed her. Like, there's no, I call it a second sense, call it intuition. But the second he started fumbling around I knew it wasn't Jerry. You're not gonna get me to hate Jerry. You killed her. Skip ahead a little bit, right? There's a Halloween party, which is the night of which that she went missing. She's wearing this up Donnie Darko bunny, Irish. It's not actually Frank the Rabbit, but it's giving Frank the Rabbit. She doesn't feel well. She wants to go home early, and then Mal fucking roofies her. And I thought I was gonna see like some essay or something. No, thank God. He puts her in that little what's it called? Dumbwaiter. He puts her in a dumbwaiter, and it goes down to all. Right? And at the beginning of the movie, they were talking about, oh, there's this witch. Oh, don't go into the honeymoon suite. The goddamn basement of the place. And we don't really hear from her or whatever. Doesn't believe this. And he's like, we gotta fucking get to the bottom of this. We gotta go in there. We gotta figure out what happened to Fiona, right? Him and Jerry make a plan to go in and figure out if Fiona is trapped in the honeymoon suite with the witch, because Jerry had a nightmare about Fiona pointing to the little honeymoon suite bell going off. And he's like, she wants me to go find her. Cool, right? Cool. Jerry, the one who drinks mushroom moonshine and marinade. Amazing. And they break in. They do. And it's a groundskeeper named Fergal. And Fergal hates Jerry. He finds Jerry breaking in, beats the shit out of him, ties him up, is about to send him to the cops, right? Jerry's gone. And now we're just stuck with He's not having a great time. He's not having a great time, one, because he's hiding from Fergal, and two, because now is left and stranded at the hotel, and he is in the honeymoon suite. And he's having all types of visions and scary shit, and that's when we find out that he was the kid with the gun. And there's this children's TV show that's on in his room, with that bunny character from the trailers, and everyone was like, I want to see more of that guy, because he's like, what do we do, kids? We don't play with guns. Basically, like, griefing into being like, yeah, you killed your mother. You killed her. No amount of suicide is gonna bring her back. It's pretty bleak, but it's kind of funny too, because the bunny character, it's so over the top. But I did like him. I wanted to see more of the bunny guy. He was awesome. Almost trapped in the honeymoon suite, he discovers Fiona's body in the dumbwaiter. Mal shows up. Alm is trying to get into the honeymoon suite. They pull up the dumbwaiter. They see Shadi's body, Fiona's body in the dumbwaiter. Oops, who did that? Mal panics, locks Alm in there, and books it. He has to figure out now how he's gonna do 2 homicides, now, as opposed to just being the father to her unborn child. Because, yep, he got her pregnant, and that's why he couldn't keep her alive anymore, is because he has a family and he got her pregnant. And oops, oh no, I must kill you now. I must commit 3 triple homicide because you, and baby must die because I don't want to face the music. Because that makes sense. It's math. That's mathematics, isn't it? Jerry wakes up and throws his body out of Fergal's van, the goat, Jerry. He stumbles his way back to the hotel to try to find Alm and be like, hey, it's all f***ed up. He's in the honeymoon suite. Jerry has been apprehended. He's going away now, and now it's just him, the scary bunny guy, and the witch, who he went down in that dumbwaiter just to see where it went. I guess he's looking for more inspiration for his book. Sees the witch. Luckily, he gets out of there in time and goes back up the dumbwaiter to the honeymoon suite. Oh wait, except the witch doesn't need the dumbwaiter. She can just crawl up the walls. She can just crawl up there. It's so funny because there's a shot where he's looking down the chute and this bitch is looking right back. It is the funniest thing in the movie. It's so good. Then he remembers what Fiona says, and he gets his little Seabear circle and draws it around the bed. And this bitch is pacing around and like griefing him and like he goes to sleep. He goes to sleep. He manages to be okay for the night, right? Jerry pulls up to find out where Mr. Bauman is because he's like, he was here. Where is he? And Mal's like, there's nobody here. Mal's like, you're being crazy because he wants him to perish by fucking the witch. And Jerry almost leaves. He almost leaves, right? He comes back, and at the very last second, he rings the bell. Rings the bell to the honeymoon suite, and Jerry's like, he's up there. You're hiding him. I knew it. As soon as he said that, I knew Jerry would die. I knew it. Mal took that crossbow and ended his life. Mal gets a crossbow to end Bauman's life. Effectively, because now he knows too much. He's found Fiona's body. He knows naturally, as you do, instead of just being, a father and wrapping it up and keeping it in your pants. Whatever. Mr. Bauman descends into the basement to get away from Mal, who now has a crossbow. He not disposes of Fiona's body. He puts Fiona's body in the honeymoon suite and just goes down on his own, right? Bauman, now knowing that he has witnessed a homicide again, he flees the fucking basement with the keys to escape, because Mal's trying to burn the building down. He's trying to set everything ablaze. He's trying to burn the entire building down, because why? Larceny and, the baby, Fiona, Jerry, arson. Oh my god, because killing 4 people and burning the building down is easier than being a father twice around and a husband and being honest. Apparently, it's just easier to do that. It's easier to kill. Whatever, it's fine. He goes back after with a crossbow to then shoot him too as well, just to make sure before burning the whole thing to the ground. He's got to clean up Fiona's corpse too. Can't forget that. The witch is down there. She's been ready. She's been teasing her. You've been blue ballsing her this entire time, and she's fucking hungry. Okay. What I did not know that the witch could just interrupt the Seabear circle. That was funny. Is down there trying to put it together, and she intercepts him by getting inside the circle, which unheard of. I was unfamiliar with your game, miss. I just didn't know you were capable of such maneuvers. Draft her. He goes down there to try to trick Mal into dying, right? And for the most part, it does work. It does work. Because goes down there with the keys to, I guess, try to either hide or find a way to escape or something. I guess he doesn't know the building's on fire, which is fair. Mal goes down there with the crossbow to kill him. Other thing is, Mal sees the keys that were taken, the honeymoon suite keys, and they're part of the witch's knickknacks now. And he sees the knickknacks on the ceiling and tries to get it so he can escape, he can get out. Which grabs him, putting him in shackles too, with Mr. Bauman. So now they're both enslaved. They're both prizes to the witch. The only problem is, I think the witch hated Mal more than the witch hated Bauman, because he gets killed immediately. What I didn't expect, I knew there was a witch, I knew there were fae. I didn't think she was having a little girls' party down there. She was dragging him into the pits of hell. He did a tour of hell toward the hell. Toward the hell. And it was basically a brunch party for a bunch of old biddies who like to eat little boys. And so he was gotten first. They dragged him to the back immediately, quickly. Bauman managed to grab a file earlier that he was using for something else. He used it to saw his way out of the chains that he had been put in, and he escapes, right? He gets out. But the building is burning. The building is still on fire. The fire does not care about any of this shit that is happening. The fire does not care about the plot, the witch, none of you, nothing. What's his name? Fargle. Fargle shows up because he's like, this whole place is ablaze. What's going on? My dad is going to be so mad. His dad's name is Cobb, and it's like, here's the thing about Cobb. Did you build this building on top of this witch's home? Like, did you just move on top of her shit? Like, did you have a deal with the witch? Whatever, it's all, again, it's fine. It'd be very funny if he just decided to build a building on top of a witch's home. Even funnier if the witch decided to move in. Whatever, I digress. But she there. She ain't paying rent, but she's there. So he escapes. He succumbs to his smoke inhalation, and the next scene is like him waking up in a hospital. And it's Albie. Slow-me Albie, he's back. Albie is bringing him a bottle of wine. And he wants to apologize, and Bauman's like, apologize for what? I was a dick to you. You know, I didn't want to read your manuscript, I burned you. And he goes, snuck some stuff into your drink. That flask? I poured it into your drink that you had at the bar. And he was like, why? Why did you do that? He spikes Bauman's drink with the mushroom powder from earlier, right? And he was like, well, you burned me, you assaulted me, so meh. And, you know, roofing, you know, girls, let's just not hurt each other. It was pretty funny though. Hurt me with a spoon, so I drugged you. But if you remember earlier, Jerry said the only way to see the Fae and see all the mystical shit is if you're hopped up on that mushroom shit. He had shackles. He had bruises from the shackles on his wrists. But I guess the movie was trying to make it be like, oh, did it really happen? Did it not happen? Ooh. But people died. Like, Mal is dead. Fiona is dead. Fiona had her soul sucked.
He's about to get his soul sucked.
I don't think she died of starvation like a week. Maybe she did. I don't know. She looked ghostly. She looked like someone had sucked her soul and the unborn baby's soul out. So I'm believing that's what happened. But whatever. So people died. Maybe Bauman was the only person that could see them die, but people did die. Because, you know, whatever. So maybe they just thought they were being, I don't know, led around by some invisible shit. Or that, I don't know, Bauman was the only one who could actually physically see the witch and her goons and the chains, but whatever, beyond me. But it was interesting. It was a really funny little haha. Like, it was cool. It was cool. And he finishes writing his book. He tells Albie to take the alcohol with him because he's, like, sober now, I guess. And the ending to his book is that there is always a secret third thing, right? You don't have to kill the little boy and get your treasure. You don't have to kill yourself and get the treasure either, because that was the second option, which he was like, I deserve death. Here, boy, hit me over the head and kill me, which, sure, boy gets treasure. The third option, little boy throws a little bottle and he gives the man a hug. They collapse and they're crying, and the camera pans out and you see that the bottle laying next to a skull, like an animal skull. They can just crack it on that thing and then they get the treasure. And that's the ending. Things will have to be bad. This is what I took away from it. Things could be good. That was HOKUM. I liked it. I liked it a lot. It was a good, tight, contained film. Kind of opened my eyes to gothic horror just a wee bit. Just a wee bit. It was good. I had a lot of fun with it. I'm hoping this guy makes more movies, because I think now I'm seeing what he's cooking. I'm smelling what he's shitting. I'm stepping in what he's shitting. I'm smelling what he's stepping in. My toxic trait is thinking that I can subdue the witch from HOKUM, thinking that I could take her out. But 1v1, let's go, because we ain't doing this. We're fisticuffs the bitch. Look. He also wasn't trying nearly hard enough to get out of that window. Like, he was, and you know what, to be fair, he was suicidal. I feel like that is a good crutch to have your character fall back on if they ever make stupid, like, decisions that don't really, where you're like, they're not trying hard enough as well. They did try to kill themselves right there, so maybe